In a world often filled with tales of triumph and glory, Mephibosheth's story stands out as a poignant reminder of the power of compassion and the transformative nature of grace. Born into a royal lineage, his life took an unexpected turn, leading him to face unimaginable challenges. Yet, through it all, he found unexpected allies and a chance for redemption that would change his life forever. Today, we're diving deep into an extraordinary tale from the pages of history, a story that tugs at our hearts and inspires our souls. Today, we explore the life of Mephibosheth, a figure whose journey encapsulates themes of kindness, grace, and redemption. Now, you might be asking yourself, who is Mephibosheth? Well, you're in for a treat. Join us as we unravel his story, a narrative that echoes through ages, teaching us valuable lessons about love and acceptance despite our flaws and circumstances. Now, let's set the stage. Mephibosheth was the son of Jonathan and the grandson of King Saul, the first king of Israel. His story is found primarily in the Old Testament of the Bible. In 2 Samuel, born into royalty, one would think his life would be paved with privilege and splendor, but fate had other plans. At the tender age of 5, a devastating tragedy struck. Following the catastrophic death of his grandfather King Saul and his father Jonathan during a fierce battle, Mephibosheth's nurse fled in haste to save him from the impending danger. In the chaos, she stumbled, and in that harrowing moment, Mephibosheth fell, resulting in a crippling injury that left him unable to walk. Can you imagine? From a life of potential and promise to one marked by physical limitations and exile. His name literally translates to shameful thing. But let's remember, while his circumstances were bleak, they would soon lead him to an unexpected encounter with grace. After this tragic fall, Mephibosheth found himself living in Lodabar, a place often regarded as desolate and forgotten. It's a name that resonates with abandonment. Lodabar means place of no pasture. Picture a landscape stripped of hope, with little to offer those who dwell there. Mephibosheth spent his days hidden away, possibly reminding himself of the royal blood that coursed through his veins, yet ensnared by the chains of his circumstances. He lived in obscurity, far removed from the life of a prince. Many may have forgotten he even existed, but in this season of isolation, his soul was likely marred by longing not only for the life he lost, but for a sense of belonging, purpose, and acceptance. Then, things took a remarkable turn. Enter King David, the shepherd-turned-monarch who had a profound bond with Jonathan, Mephibosheth's father. Years had passed since the tragic end of Saul's dynasty, and King David was keen to honor his fallen friend, Jonathan. In a spontaneous moment of grace, David made a startling inquiry, asking, "Is there anyone still left of the house of Saul, to whom I can show kindness for Jonathan's sake?" This gentle but powerful question sparked a chain of events that would change Mephibosheth's life forever. David learned that Jonathan had a son, still alive, living in the shadows, shunned by society. Imagine the emotions swirling around as the word traveled from the palace, right to look, disbelief, and perhaps a flicker of hope. Once the news reached Mephibosheth, you can be sure his heart raced. He found himself summoned to the palace, standing before the king who had taken much from his family, yet who now offered grace instead of hostility. He must have fought the waves of trepidation crashing over him as he approached David's grand hall, the while grappling with his own inadequacies and fears. And there he stood, the once proud prince, now a vulnerable man with a crippled body and a shameful name. But instead of disdain or condemnation, King David greeted him with the warmest embrace, declaring, "Don't be afraid, for I will surely show you kindness for the sake of your father Jonathan." David then went on to extend not just kindness but restoration. He promised Mephibosheth that he would be given back all that belonged Saul and would eat at the king's table, the pinnacle of grace. This moment was transformative. Mephibosheth was invited to partake in the royal feasts, a position that restored his dignity and placed him among the elite, despite his physical limitations. David's gesture spoke volumes about redemption, grace offered without strings attached. Imagine the atmosphere at that banquet. Mephibosheth, once an outcast, now reclining with royalty, eating food meant for kings. Just picture it. He might have felt overwhelming joy intermingled with disbelief as he took part in this new chapter of his life, grateful yet acutely aware of the profound kindness extended to him by King David. As the days turned into weeks, and then months, Mephibosheth found himself flourishing in his new role. No longer marked by shame, he was now known as a beloved guest at the king's table. His identity transformed from one described by his crippling injury to one characterized by gracious acceptance and honor. He discovered not just physical restoration but emotional and spiritual healing. The tale of how a king's love changed a life encapsulates what it means to be human, how one act of kindness can radically alter someone's path. Mephibosheth's life became a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of grace. So, what can we take away from Mephibosheth's journey? It serves as an unwavering reminder that our past does not define us. Think about it. Despite a hereditary burden and physical limitations, he rose above his challenges through the kindness extended by David. We, too, can extend grace to others. In a world that often casts judgment and division, we can choose compassion, showing kindness to those who may feel overlooked or marginalized. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, has the power to uplift and inspire change. Let us be the light in someone else's darkness, reminding them that they are not alone in their struggles. Together, we can create a ripple effect of positivity, fostering a community where everyone feels valued and supported. Remember, our greatest strength lies in our ability to love and uplift one another.